is Hani Keza, and this is my MYP personal project. This project is a podcast episode on procrastination, maladaptive daydreaming, and daily renewal. Let me start by sharing a personal anecdote. Personally, I have always struggled with procrastination. I start a task, promise myself I'll do it, and then when the time comes, I just tell myself, oh, I'll do it later, or oh, it's not so important right now, or oh, I'll have time another day. What you planned never happens because you keep procrastinating. Let's stop that. I have taken some actions personally to stop procrastinating and stop maladaptive daydreaming. I still struggle with it sometimes, but it's really reduced since I started these habits. So I'll be sharing these habits with you today. When you procrastinate, what goes through your head? Oh, this is not so important. I'll have time. Even when it comes to your own personal goals. Making the goals is easy. Very easy, actually. You just take out your journal, take a pen, and start writing. Top goals for 2025, New Year goals. What will I do next year? Let me describe my trip to Paris. What do I want to do most on Christmas Day? Bucket list for the summer. You know it. It's super easy to make tasks, to make a list of all the things you want to achieve, but actually doing it, that's when it becomes hard. Because a lot of us are stuck in this thing called maladaptive daydreaming. Maladaptive daydreaming, if I'm correct, is when you dream about things that are not real, but things that feel satisfying to think about. For example, the trip to Paris. You haven't even bought your plane ticket yet. You haven't even saved up for your trip to Paris. You haven't done anything, but you're just here dreaming, and your head is going super far. You're thinking of what you're going to eat in Paris. You're thinking about what you're going to do while you're there. You're thinking about how good it will feel when you finally reach the Eiffel Tower. But have you taken any steps to accomplish that goal? No. Because you already feel so satisfied from thinking about it. And that's when the dopamine hits. And then you don't really feel the need to accomplish the goal anymore because you already felt satisfied from it. Do you know what happens when you feel satisfied from your goal? You just drop it, or you procrastinate and you postpone it. You say, maybe tomorrow I'll focus on it, maybe next week, maybe next month. And what do you do in the meantime? Just relax. You just relax. You just wait for something big to happen that can push you towards your goals. You don't do anything. You stay on your couch, you scroll on social media and look for videos of people that have already achieved what you wanted to achieve just to feel dopamine again. And that's what we're trying to stop. Let's talk about restoring your identity as well. Who are you without the fantasy? Who are you when you're not scrolling on TikTok? Who are you when you're not being sucked into a book? Who are you when you're by yourself? And I feel like in this day and age, it's really hard to really know who you are without all of these external factors. Because we spend so much time on our phones scrolling away, thinking that your For You page defines you. Your Instagram followers define you. But that is just not true. That's why you should try to spend some time trying to figure out who you are through journaling, through activities that you do enjoy in order to find out who you truly are to your core. You could also rewrite your story. Instead of being defined by the things you did in the past and thinking like, oh, I did that sucked, I'm stuck now, I can't do anything else. No, you should redefine your story, you should rewrite your story. Instead of thinking, I'm such a failure, I don't like who I am. You can think, oh, I have these goals, and henceforth, I will work towards achieving these goals. And I'll take action every day, towards achieving these goals. Let's talk about the habits that I've personally incorporated into my life to stop all of this. To be like, no. I have started journaling. I take my journal and I write not top goals I want to achieve, but the actions that I will take to achieve them. I can write something like, oh, if I want to save up for new shoes, I can talk or I can write about the steps I will take to save up for those shoes. You just look for steps you can take to be able to achieve this goal. Second thing is, you see, when you have all these goals and you write all of them down, doesn't mean that you're realizing them, or doesn't mean that they're set and fixed when you write them down. What fixes the goals is when you every day try a little bit harder every day to achieve those goals. When you talk about a goal, even if it's long term, doesn't mean that you shouldn't work towards it every day. Every day indeed, you should be taking even little steps towards your goals. This is just to make the goal happen. Do you think that if you're working towards maybe buying a new house or even a smaller goal, like for example, buying a present for your friend and saving up for it, do you think the money will just fall from the sky? No. You have to take steps towards it. You have to work towards that goal. And you can't do that every Thursday or just every single time you remember. No. It must be something that you do work on every single day. And that's even where procrastination stops, because this procrastination is stopping you from achieving your goals because it's telling you that your goals can be put off, can be postponed because they aren't so important. And you should see every day as a new chance to improve and to learn. For example, imagine if your goal is to get your summer body, right? Do you think you're just going to wake up one morning, know how to do all the exercises perfectly, and get your dream body? No. It requires effort, it requires discipline, not motivation, because motivation is really temporary. And it doesn't push you, it just kind of starts you. For example, if I have this goal and I just rely on motivation, thinking that it's going to help me achieve it, it won't. It will just help me start the goal maybe. It will just help me remind myself of the goal, but it will not get me through the process to reach the goal. I want to talk about something else, about enjoying the process of reaching your goals. Because goals are not always going to be achieved. Something that doesn't lie in your hands. It's going to be really hard to fully achieve it if you think that everything depends on you. With goals that you can control, you only have the 10%. You only can control 10% of the outcome. And then 90% of the outcome depends on many factors that you can't control. That's why when you have such a big goal, or even smaller goals that lie outside of your hands, you should be open to rejection. You should be open to changing strategies and learning. Achieving a goal is not only just like, I want this, I get it. No. It's about learning. It's about developing as a person through the process of achieving your goal. Because the person you are at the beginning and the person you are when you achieve your goal are two different people. Because the process to achieve your goal requires you to go through many phases. I think that's a good thing. I think that the fact that these opportunities and these goals are able to change you is something really wonderful, because that's when you get to learn in a good way. I want to end this video on a good note by saying that your identity doesn't always have to stay the same. It doesn't have to be fixed or stagnant. It can change based off the experiences that you live, the lessons that you learn. Today you can feel a certain way, you can change it tomorrow. I feel like you should just every day try make more efforts towards the person you want to become. Be a better person and learn from the mistakes you make. Try better tomorrow. Make a mistake today, try better tomorrow, and just try to improve every day. That's my message to you. Thanks for watching this video. Bye.